Oh, welcome back. Check for tags for a while, wondering if they're still there. Another one? Music. That one? No, not that one. Okay. Alright, what the heck am I doing? Thought I was gonna go back to sleep or something. I only slept about 3 hours or so, and then I woke up. Couldn't get back to sleep again. And now it's so late that I may as well just stay up. I don't even know. Bad to go to sleep when you should be waking up. My sleeping pattern's already destroyed enough as it is. Chaotic. Okay. So I have the curve, we have it divided into null and amounts, no variables about it. No unknown variables about it. And then, so we got the top half, we got the bottom part, and then basically I want to spin it, sort of. Lado. Lado? Did I quit it? Oh, apparently not. It's there, but I'm not hearing things. And then this one's just straight up not there. Oh, that's a bit laggy. Okay, it should save things now. Nah, I should pop it up on the stream. Might you send another message. I assume you're gonna send one in a second now.
5DH function. Yep. Test.
Oh, yeah.
Mono, didn't catch the stream last night since I fell asleep really early.
And a new guy on D Live. Which is just about as that OP guy. You were already here for a bit, I think. I don't know. I think it was a heck of a long stream. It was like 7 hours long or something. I don't know. Ranted a whole heck of a lot through it. Oh yeah, my teeth. I got a tooth that's weird for some reason. Like towards the end of it. I really can't tell how it's going. But yeah, like I got this random back tooth that's messed up for some reason. Or it seems to be anyway. I gotta try to go to the dentist. I was looking around yesterday trying to find out how to get a dentist appointment. And it's Easter, which means there's nothing open until Tuesday. I was like, what the heck? Like, I sort of like don't want this to get worse, but it's like basically like my very, very back tooth at the top of my mouth seems to be doing like a weird perspective. It's doing this sort of a thing. It's like you got, you know, I don't know, it's sort of exaggerated, feels like this. As like you know, you got your jaw and this is just like a slice sideways through it. But that's like razor sharp, and that's razor sharp, and then this little thingy out here is razor sharp, and then like the side of my mouth is like rubbing against that spike, or at least that's what felt like was happening. And I could only assume this is my tooth because, like, I was trying. It's like really hard to get at it because it's like all the way back here. I guess it's the corner of the tooth doing some weird spiky thing. I don't know. I can't tell if like it like, it feels like my tooth is being shattered or something, but there's no pain. There's just this annoyingly sharp, spiky thing, and then these two little sharp peaks on it. Like, so it's just your normal, like, you know, your tooth's normally got like a thing on it. Like that sort of a thing. So it's like those two ridgy parts are like super duper sharp.
Mono, I know the feeling. My mouth hygiene is awful.
Well, I didn't think it was that bad. But yeah, as I said, there's no pain or anything like that. And I think I've like managed to get, like, because I'll like try to scratch away at it, trying to get this sharp part off, because I thought maybe there was something stuck in my teeth or something that was just sharp, and you know, so I was scratching away at it, and it's just like literally cutting through my fingernail. So yeah, and I was trying to use like a piece of floss to get at it, and then it just cuts the floss in half. I'm like, well, okay then. So I could only assume this is a bit of tooth and not something else. Like the only thing I can think of is like it's a piece of compressed tinfoil or something from the food that I ate the day before, and then that would be the tinfoil there. I don't know. But then like it's this undercut part that's like it's weird.
Mono, time for the band saw.
So yeah, I want to get a dentist appointment to see what the world's going on with it. It seems to be nowhere near as bad now, although now it feels bad because I've been messing with it like non-stop, trying to get rid of that damn spiky part. But oh my god. But it's like, I just don't get what's going on with it. I can't tell if it's always been like that or if this is a new thing that's happened. Like, I did have a piece of rock in my food once, but that was months ago, so I doubt it would have anything to do with that. Wow, there was a piece of rock in my food. As far as I can tell, it's literally just this little tiny pebble of gravel. Yes, from veggies that were in it or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. And crunched on that, which I was very surprised at how little pressure I put when chewing, when it crunched on it, because it was just like, you know, like it like barely was there, like, you know, I wasn't chomping on it hard or anything. Like otherwise it would have shattered my teeth. It was just like, oh, there's a rock there, there you go. Or a hard thing, which turns out to be a rock when I spat it out. I hope. I don't know what else it would be. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't go near that far back in my tooth. It was, you know, like 2 or 3 teeth further inwards, as far as I remember. I don't know. But yeah, it's the no pain thing, because I'd imagine if I shattered a chunk off my tooth, I would feel it, you know? Like, I would have noticed that happening. But there's no way it's got any business being as sharp as it is. Like, it's like razor sharp. So I can only assume something's broken at some point in a way that just didn't hurt. I don't know. But yeah, I've been trying to clean it out, and I get these like hard bits of stuff out of my teeth, but I don't think it's part of the tooth. I think it's just like plaque or whatever that's built up in that little undercut gap. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, there's no pain in the tooth itself, just in with messing with it and trying to like scratch the side of my mouth. I don't know, let's just hope nothing gets exaggeratedly worse, you know, it wasn't something that just happened, and you know, if it's not taken care of, like, it's gonna mean I have to have my tooth removed or whatever. Because, you know, it's the weekend, because religion, whatever the heck Easter's excuses. So, all the way from Friday to Monday is all public holidays, and it happened yesterday, which was on the Friday. Saturday, Friday, yeah. I don't know, it's confusing times. I woke up before midnight, and then I was awake, and now I wake up today and it's after midnight, so it's like that whole day's disappeared. It's Sunday now. Sunday morning. We got at least 2 more days. Anyway. I'm rebuilding the gear generator.
Mono, entered code.
Yuff. I don't know why that one didn't show up. Bad image or something? Where the heck did Blender go? Apparently Blender has quit. Interesting. Yeah, but that tooth's unlike any other one, any other of my teeth. Like, all my other teeth feel like teeth, you know, they're sort of rounded. They're not sharp. But that one tooth is just entirely sharp.
Mono, I used to wear that thing.
What? iPullHeadgear.png. Okay. Install the add-on. User. So what the heck was I up to with this add-on actually? I'm just testing it out, I guess. I got the refresh button to work, I remember that. So... Oh, but the refresh button wasn't popping up the UI. But then it was? I don't know. Yeah, so I got this works, so this all works now, and I could adjust the detail. That is a heck of a lot more responsive. It's an actual add-on rather than the console. But yeah, I can adjust the detail now. And that's annoying because my lip sort of, or my cheek or whatever the heck it would be, whatever you call that very, very back part. I guess it's cheek. The inside of my cheek's been scratched up. It's like swelled up a bit, which is making it do it more. Didn't work. But yeah, it's exactly the same as what you did last time. Maybe remove the S from the HTTP? Doubt it though. Ugh. Oh, what? Is that? Oh, I thought the people I knew were streaming for a second. Yeah. So I have size that, and that's on that part. So now I need to do the top and the bottom part. Well, yeah, so I need to do the top part, then duplicate that in the opposite order and have it go down the other side, and then do the bottom part, and then duplicate the whole thing and array it around. Probably should think about doing the edges as well, but...
Mono, entered code.
What are the vertices? That's all that matters. I believe that, again, was the exact same thing. Oh, you've removed the space, I see. Try a different image. It could just be some sort of image that doesn't like to be linked like that. I don't know why, because usually it'll pop up with an error though. Oh god, fatigue.
Mono, just click the link.
Oh. What? How does... Okay. Like, what is this supposed to do? Is it like pulling it back? Okay, I guess. Like, that was what you do, I suppose. Like, how does that connect? What does it connect to? I'm assuming it must have clips on it that like clip onto braces. So when you tighten it up, it like pulls the braces backwards. I can only assume. Anyway, so yeah.
Mono, the thing in my mouth was massive.
Oh, okay. So it's like a whole thing that goes into your mouth. Like a plate thing or whatever it is.
Don't take it out of context.
Okay. I don't know why, but I didn't even think about it. God's sake. Oh, lose my edge. What am I doing? So I want to do the top part, bottom part. That's going to be, so I need to get the radius divided by the number of teeth. This if stuff is just really so I can minimize things. So that divided by teeth. Wait. What about 2? Hang on. So I want to undo that rotation, or yeah, I want to get it so that point's the end. So it's going to be minus whatever I did here plus that. Make that part on the point, and then I just want to add point, rotate it as many times as needed. So loop through all the points. But I believe I is I guess not then. Okay. That confuses me. I thought I was supposed to be the variable itself, but I suppose I'm doing a range. So if I just had verts itself, I would be this. Oh, whatever. So this would be plus that, minus, because minus makes it go down. I want it to go flat. That. Okay. So that should make this part along that red line. Press the refresh button. Oh, it didn't crash. That's nice. Okay. No clue. Oh, 1, 2, 8. I guess it actually means the next line. All verts is verts. We can loop through verts. Verts I because I is the index. I wrote verts I, which is an array. I've deleted stuff. Okay. That's that. Wait, no, what? So I want to do the top, the bottom, then I want to do this, and then that adds the extra index. Minus. What? It's all the B one. Where's the T one? Okay. That should be that. Again. I love that refresh button. Nope. Okay, well that at the very least should line it up at the bottom again. Yes. And then I just want to rotate that. Because that's not that, is it? I mean, it should have been rotated more then, not that little amount. Oh, because it's divided by... Well, even still, it's not going to be right. Wait, is it? Because it's... But then it... Huh? No. Okay. So I think I need to do the triangle thing again. I don't remember doing these triangle things at all for this sort of junk. Oh, because I have a function, get row.
Mono, my English is better than my Dutch lol.
Okay. Wonder which one of these is more simple. I mean, get rope probably literally is the same thing. I've got that, or I got this. Yeah. One day I'll learn another language, maybe. I mean, I say that, I feel like I definitely probably won't. I really want to, but not enough to actually do it. Because there's some sort of natural reason. Anime is the best reason I can come up with. So I don't have to watch subtitles. At is just 0, 0, and 2 is location. And that goes wherever the heck this thing's at relative to a rotation. So this is also a rotation. That's a rotation. I'm gonna keep those the way they are though, I don't care. Oh, I thought there was another one around. Okay, so I've either got that one way or another. Okay. What uses R? So R is just positive now. Yeah. Okay. And then...
Mono, I can properly speak 3 languages and know a bit of a 4th one. Level tourist that comes there every year.
Wow. That's pretty fancy. I know one language. And I can understand another one. I can't speak it. And that's it. Oh my god, I could just sleep so easily, but... I'm trying to... my sleeping time is bad. It's horrible. I'm going to sleep and then waking up an hour later and then I just can't sleep and everything's horrible. And then I'm at daytime and I'm just so damn tired. But I don't want to sleep. I feel like I definitely could now. But I don't want to. I don't know. What are we doing? Everything's back to the way it was. I just need to do another one of these things. I mean, I guess, because if I'm going to be doing that, I should have it like this and then mirror it. I mean, in which case I should probably do the, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I go from, I suppose. Do I want the tooth to come out the side, or do I want a between part to be out the side? I sort of want the tooth to be out the side. So what I really should be doing is... No, this doesn't matter. Okay. This used to just have a... Why, that's it. Okay, so... I don't think I need R anymore. I could just say plus equals... And it would be... Well, I don't need R at all if I'm going to be doing it this way, so this would just straight up be R. So R equals... that rotation. Wait. No. Okay. So R equals... this had a variable before. I don't remember what it was. Nah, I should look it up. What tab am I going to? I was using that tab, but let's use this tab. So in this case, it's the circular thickness. Because that distance should be the same as this distance, other than the slash angle thing. I don't know. It's a variable I'm going to be using a lot. And that variable is... I feel like I should have it at the top. I don't know. What did I call it in the other one? I should have something here along the lines of the pitch radius. What was it? Okay. I am not actually seeing it. Circular pitch. 360 divided by the number of teeth times 2. Should have. That equals... I'm sure, I feel like this is wrong.
Mono, I'm currently getting a ton of gear mechanics videos in my recommended on YouTube, and I'm 95% sure it's because of you and me looking stuff up sometimes for you.
Only sometimes. Yeah, 360 divided by the number of teeth times 2 would be like a tooth, a valley, a tooth, a valley sort of thing, I think? I don't know. Sure. So I want to rotate it by that. Perhaps divided by 2. And then I feel like a minus. Minus or a plus, it doesn't really matter. Refresh. Oh, I love that. Oh, that is not defined. Now my option's gone away. And it's over there. Okay. This is not in radians. Is it? Oh. 360 divided by the number of the teeth times 2. That is a thing that's... Wait. Yeah, it's a dot. Uh-huh. What have I done wrong here? Oh, God. Why is it over here? Makes no sense to me. Why is it over there? This is very confusing. Did I mess with something else? Okay. Huh. All I can imagine is it's something to do with that. What? But it was not doing this a moment ago. Perhaps it's because of how I am now doing this. Okay. I mean that... But... what? This makes no sense. But... Okay. That's back to being over there, so it must be this. Another way to do that would just be to flip those. Okay, now it's back to where it should be. Sure. That put a space? No. So that's back to being circular pitch. 5x2. Okay. So from there to there should be half the thing, so it's, if I just mirrored this around, that would be like a thing of a 2. Okay. So now I would want to divide this angle into equal pieces depending on whatever the heck the variable is. That one. Bottom pill. So we want to rotate around to that. I mean, I suppose we don't have to do it this way, but this is just like, because I could just offset the location of the ones I'm adding instead of worrying about all of that, but whatever. You got plenty of performance. So we want to add a location to the beginning of the array. Let's say that, why not? It's a waste of go to sleep right now. So yeah, we want to add things to this. So the first one we will add is that. So that'll be a point there, and then we want to do something. We want to have a for this thing, and this will be details fill, and to that we would do copy from here. I only need one of those, which I think is the other one. No. I assume it to be the one with the less stuff. So I mean, it should be that exact thing. I don't know why it was all tripped out. So I get that. And then I say this, but I don't know what that angle is. So that angle is, let's just say R. And it'll be to, in this case, reverts 0 to that would be the rotation. And then that, and then this is R. I want to rotate it up, so it's a negative. By so that divided by this, and then that would be timesing that out. Okay, starting at 1, adding each one at each point. Okay, And I don't believe I want a +1 in this case, because a +1 will add an extra point there. Error. No attribute detail. What? No attribute detail F. 126. Oh, Jay. Going not Phil. It seems to have done nothing. Okay. What is this by default? 3. So we should have gotten 2 points being created. That location, and then we rotated it around by R, which is that rotation divided by that, and then we times by I. Nope. Okay. Should I have this? This is not duplicated up. And there's no other thing somewhere else. No. What? Okay, I just undid and everything disappeared. Weird. Probably gonna crash next time I try to run it. So that's a value that is more than that. This should be looping. Look, oh, I'm not appending. There we go. Didn't crash. Crash. There we go. No duplicates, but... Oh yeah, because they don't... Yeah. So that's supposed to be going into here, and then at the end of this, I would say... verts equals that plus verts. That keeps the vertice order alright. Otherwise it's going to be doing a thing up here and then down there. Okay. There we are. On there, and up and around. Okay. So now I need to offset to here and do this top part. So that will be done by rotating everything around by that amount negative and not divided by 2. So that should make it so it's something along the lines of that. And then this rotation will be to the last vertice. And then we divide that, and blah blah blah, except this time it's a negative. It's the opposite of this one. Which we'll be doing from the middle down. And we have it just doing the same thing. And then we would want to say, I believe that's a valid thing. We just want to reverse the order of that. And then plus it up there. The heck out of here. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have it in the right place. It looks like that's maybe still a minus? Sure. Oh, I guess because that's underneath now. Sure. What was the other problem? Oh yes. So this is now addendum. And plus. Right. Yeah, I should just have that run thing automatically refresh, you know? I don't know. But anyway, there we go. And we might have a no? No duplicates. Okay. Now my question is, how many points does it have? Because how many that has, like, it looks like it should have one. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so it's got one on either side and then two in the middle. One on either side, two in the middle. So that's the bottom of this, and that's the top of this. So yeah, we should have a thing of 3. So the one downside is this: that menu disappears after a bit. I'm going to restart it manually to get the menu back to be able to adjust things manually. Which I sort of want to do, so I'm going to do that. I just have to do that? No, okay. I literally have to turn it off and on again. Whoops, wrong one. Showing how it defaults out of the tab. Okay. So that's depth, I guess? Yeah. Uh-huh. I have 2 as the minimum. I believe I should be able to do this once before it gets angry. Yeah, the next time I won't have this info. Oh. Okay, so that's the minimal gear with just the endpoints. Great. Level 1 detail mesh. Oh, look. Okay. So now I need to grab all of this and mirror it, but ignore that vertex and ignore this vertex. Sort of. And then just loop that all around. Mirror. Okay. Let's do it this way. Need another one of those. Stealth teeth. Okay, and then we just want to dump all of that into here, so this will
Mono,
be loop
7.
7. So this will be just verts I, but we rotate it.
11.
11. Oh no. Oh, bad buddy.
711.
Oh. Yep. And this will be rotated by circular pitch. Wait.
7 up finger.
Oh no. I want a mirror, not array around. I'm skipping ahead of it. I need the 1. And that means I don't really need that. I mean, I suppose I might. It depends how this works. So yeah. So I looped through all of the vertices, and I want all but the last one, so this would be a -1. So from that one all the way up to that one. I mean, that could also be a -1, really. So let's go from 1 to that. So we don't want that one, we don't want this one, and then we just want it invert. So we just append... I feel like we also want to go backwards through here, but I can just reverse. So yeah, that would just be this thing I 0 you are array, and then 1, and 1 just has a minus. Job done. Oh, I never actually did anything with it. There we go. Huh. Oh, because I'm doing a pirate. There we are. 1 tooth. And it should have 1 less point at that, and we shouldn't have a duplicate here. Okay. So now I just want to array that around. Array.
Mono, that tooth reminds me of a butt plug.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the most I mean, it should be the same shape as the default one that I use, but it looks different, doesn't it? It seems fatter. I might have that. I mean, it's supposed to have 8 teeth. Oh yeah, because the other one. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. I guess because of the bevel, the other one seems thinner, and it doesn't have the backslash, whatever. So for the length of teeth, I want to loop. Well, I want to loop through everything for each of the tooth. So I want to grab what's there. I guess this would be -1 because it already exists. And then I want to grab each of the vertices. I want to append them to that list. Yeah.
Mono, not as fat as my
Well.
fast food.
That stuff makes it real fat. So yeah, circular pitch. Yeah, so I just want to loop them all, put them on the circular pitch. So, I need to know which way around this is going. It's 50-50 chance. So let's just go like -4, and then I'll be able to see. Because I don't know if I need to reverse or not. Instead of reversing, I would just invert that. Okay. Because that one's there, but this is not. It should just duplicate directly next to itself all the way around. Before I had to ignore a vertex, I think, for some reason. Error. Has no length. Oh, because that is just a variable. That's the one, edit mode. Okay. ×2. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, what the heck? Oh. Because times point. Oh, well that means it's going to have 0, doesn't it? 1. No. 1. And it's 3 times t. Here we are. No duplicate. No duplicate. No duplicate. There we go. Did I say this had to be -1? I don't think it has to be -1. Why does it have to be -1? There we are. No duplicates. Yeah. That bottom fill and top fill should totally be different numbers. As I said, I'd really like to get like the average distance in these points, and then divide that into whatever this distance is. I need to have that middle one though. I'd like it if it didn't have to have that middle one, but it just works so much better if I have the middle ones. Just math's much nicer. Always gives me something to use in the animation. Whatever. So the next step would be joining everything together if I was to be doing edges, which is a whole other complicated thing on its own. I mean, well, that's what I want to do. I want to do the fills while I'm doing all of this. Which means I can pretty much just ignore the edges, because if I just define the faces, then everything's all fine. Okay, how the heck am I going to do that? So again, I only need one tooth. The array part can be arrayed after I make the faces, which is what's really damn annoying about that. Because as long as one segment of the tooth is fine, it's just arrayed around. So I just really only have to create that one. But the way the faces work is I have to define the index that the vertex is at, and then when I'm arraying this around, each one's going to be that length added to it, which means it's a little bit more complicated to do the faces. And then there's the whole problem with, I mean, I suppose, as long as what the mesh is... But then I need to be able to define which one's which profile. I mean, so sort of a better way...
OII.
Okay. I should just have this bottom part, and then the bottom part on the other side, and the fill between. The top part on the other side, fill between sort of a thing. And then join along those points. But that's really complicated. Because I got a nice, you know, around the outside thing, but if I was... So the vertex would just be for that one segment. So, sure, whatever. So I just forget about the array for now. And I just have that one thing that's mirrored. Well, even then, I don't need the mirroring part. So the shape that I want to create... yeah. So the fill that I was planning on creating is... I basically want it... huh? So I'd basically have something like this. Is what I was thinking. No. Okay. Yeah, it's just do it by hand. It's the easy option. Approximately is good enough. But something sort of like that. Uh-huh. Okay, it really does not like being undone. That's a whole extra problem. Why doesn't it like being undone? I don't think the other one had a problem. I don't think I ever did it. Anyway, yeah, so that. So I get a point. I know where the rotation is. So I get that rotation angle, and I divide it up by the top fill, and just chunk that all the way down. But that one is a little bit different, I think. I mean, I could just do that all the way down, and it would be a simple infill. Maybe if I duplicate it, it will work differently. Move it around and jump. Yeah, so basically I'm just repeating whatever this top part is, but for each individual segment. With it all being divided equally into it. Yeah, whatever. And... is that literally all I need to do? I mean, it works. Because I had that extra fancy method at one point. Whatever, let's just do that. So how exactly would I be doing that? Okay. I feel like in that case, it would be best to create the infill as I'm creating everything. No. It's all about the damn order of the vertices, that's the problem. Because the order is currently going up and across. I can't just, like, I gotta know which one that vertex is. And then to extrude it across means the order goes up and across, and then that, and that, and that. So if I want to then fill tiles, I need to know which one's each of these vertices. So now that we have no one units, it should just be a math thing. Okay. So if I just go back by the number of things on the top fill, which I think is 3, so plus 1. But then the question is how like the mirror gonna work? No, I feel like there's a better solution here. Because if I just do that, I'd like it if these were the last vertices. Because why? No, that doesn't work. Because that's offsetting. Well, I mean, if I know the total amount of, but then if so if those were the last vertices, when I mirrored it across, I could just ignore those ones, and then join the last ones to the last ones of the previous ones with the faces. So I gotta know the individual index of every single one. Ah, it's so annoying. Literally have to code it. I don't know, I guess I'll just do it. However it happens, happens, and I'll have to just make the code work around it. The only problem is I just really don't like how these vertices work.
Mono, entered code.
Yeah, images aren't liking you today. I don't know why, I mean that seems like it should be fine. I don't think I broke images being loaded. I did mess with it yesterday. No, that was ages ago. We've been pasting images since then. It does say entered code. Hang on a second. It should say entered image or something. Linked image. Oh. I don't know what you're doing there. You've switched up source and image. It's an image tag with a source of the link, not a source with a link, with an image of the link. You've been doing that the whole time, I just never noticed.
Mono, I see.
Yep. Link code should have been a dead giveaway. Yeah, hang on. So I am doing what now? So yeah, sure, whatever. Let's just continue. Ideally, you wouldn't be messing with any of this teeth stuff anyway. So
Mono, linked image.
there you go. Is that just going off the top of the screen? What's happening? Like, this thing shows the whole width. It's just the that doesn't. It must be with how I have the chat. How do I see? No, the chat's covering the whole screen. Maybe because of custom CSS. Grab the damn out. There we go. Either way things are done. Need all these extra spaces. Okay, so that's apparently what the override is. There's just got a margin 0 and an overflow hidden. But I wasn't using that and I don't have a problem with it, so... Okay. There you go. I think now if you link a big image like that, it should work fine without getting cut off. Alright,
Mono. Linked image.
No, it still did it. What? Okay, and it's got a scroll bar. Well, at least, hang on. Is that my scroll bar? No, there's another scroll bar there, yeah, okay. Okay. Weird. Because there's nothing that should be running on that, but not on this. I do have a margin 0. Perhaps it's a mix of the width height and an overflow hidden? Ah. What about now? Why is this here? It's using Ajax at some point. Apparently that's how you use Ajax, I guess.
Mono. I really feel like making a 3TB hentai image folder. My previous one was only 570 GB.
Oh no. Sure, it wouldn't be that hard to make a an extension for your browser which just downloads all of a site. God, it's called like a crawler or a creeper or something. Make it like a creeper that just loads it in each of the tabs.
Homework.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, homework folder. Or reference folder. That's the arts way of doing it, you know? You have references for your modeling, you know, 3D modeling and stuff. Modeling references.
Mono. I already made one of those extensions, but it wasn't really an extension.
A retraction. Yeah, it's always funny hanging out in art groups. People literally just have like a reference folder and it's just full of naked people because it's references for anatomy and junk. So it literally, that's what people do. That's the accepted way. Instead of the degenerate way. Yeah.
Mono. I made it for outside of Chrome.
Okay. Anyway, what was my problems again? Yeah, so that's one half of the thing. The other half's just trying to figure out how to fill in these gaps. I guess I could loop through them all, add one section more, loop through it all one section. Okay. It's not quite that simple. It's very complicated. And then there's the whole problem of getting this to work with like the bevel gears and other types of gears. Whatever. Oh, finding the edges again. I feel like I should... Well, I mean, technically, it already is. Oh, never mind. Okay, so with that, no. Then we just have the fill.
Mono. It's not as complicated as a teenage girl giving hints.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess one of them I can work out. So I want to loop through the vertices, and I'll need a new vertice thing. And oh god. So I'd want the first vertice of the bottom of this, not those 4, but this one, which would be...
Mono, you can abandon one in a dark pit without getting in trouble.
I mean, how do you abandon a function in a dark pit? So apparently this is 3, which is perfect. So I should just need to say... that to length the vertices minus that, which should be the 3 on top, plus 1. Just say minus 1. That always confuses me because it's like minusing 1 from this to make it minus 1 less.
Thing that reforms that function physically.
And then you throw it away. Or you could put it on a boat and have that boat sink, and then people in the far distant future is just like, oh, this is a genius thing. Right, so it should be from there to there. And then I want to... so this is after the fill top, so it should be in this orientation. So I want to get the rotation of that, because that's how that works, which sucks, but whatever. And this will be to verts I to 0 divided by literally that. Okay. And then oh god, I'm trying to think, like, I just want to do like one extrusion of this outwards and see how that goes. But with this case, it'll be doing the extrusion all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. And that's got a completely different fill method. So should I just go all out? Let's just go all out. So I'll do that, and then I want to do this. So this one would be a 1 to this, because the first one already exists. So one of them is, I don't know what position it is, and then what index. Okay. And then this will do a pyro location thing. Let's just dump the whole thing directly into here. And that will be for vertex I. I mean, I suppose I could have it that way. No, I can't. Vertex I minus R times I. I think this might be a plus. But then this is a rotation thing, which is backwards, so it is a minus. Oh yeah, I mean the other one had it as a minus. Yeah, so yeah. Okay. And that gets added to this. And then at the end of this, we just plus that onto here. The order is a bit devious. Can't do plus equals in Python. Error. Invalid syntax 151. Length verts.
Mono, linked image.
Okay, that one was cut off still, but this one isn't. What the heck? What? If it's smaller, it doesn't get cut off? I don't understand. Console's not open. What the heck? It closed the console. Oh, there it is. Console does not like being opened.
Mono, I'm eating that.
Okay. What is it, like a lasagna or something? I wasn't really paying attention to the image. Now I've cleared the console, so I can't see. Why am I getting a whole lot of errors? Why am I getting a constant amount of errors? Oh, no, nothing stacked. Has that always been going on? He's blocking something. The only other place I could think of that could be doing that is when the box that gets created for the image. Is that it? Really long sound. Yeah, so it should be creating a whole lot of elements in here, which is confusing me.
Mono, it's a Dutch food thing, sweet thing comparable to cheesecake, but a ton different than cheesecake.
I hate cheesecake. Like, I hated cheesecake because I thought it was literally cheese. And like a cake that's made out of cheese things, which apparently is cream cheese, but what the heck is it literally cheese, or is it just like old milk, which is sort of just cheese? I don't know. But it is like sugary, chocolatey sort of goodness, but I got one a while ago, and it was really bad. I couldn't eat it. I don't like cheesecake. I thought it was because of the cheese part, but I just don't like it. Okay, I'm just going to assume this is the right one. Because this is an image thing. It's supposed to be... Because you're supposed to have, like, the image of where it's from, which is this, and then you've got the name of the person, and then you've got the message of the person. As 3 different things. Okay, so it makes a new div. And div.message name div. That doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. So background template username message div. Okay.
Mono, 2 cookie-like things with whipped cream in between and icing on top.
Oh, okay. How is it so yellow? Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't really know how to fix this. Everything should just be automatic by default, and it is automatically resizing, just for whatever reason it didn't fully automatically resize, unless my window is smaller, and then it fits, which doesn't make any sense at all. Oh no, that's a whole different problem, don't care. Just post smaller images, it's all good. Okay, what am I doing? Blah 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 blah. So you do what you do. There was a problem with the... Oh yeah, because it had an extra bracket on it, so that's gone. And then I just gotta run it. Oh, because it's gonna disable
Mono,
itself.
usually they are pink on top.
Yeah, sounds like a more delicious color. Uh, okay.
Mono, yellow because of Easter.
Why is yellow Easter? There seems to be a lot of Easter traditions that I just had absolutely no clue about. That's missing some stuff. Yeah, there's that, and then there's like some flower thing. Apparently you get the special type of flower that's super poisonous to cats. That's something to do with Easter as well. And I think there was something else, like eating turkeys on Easter or some junk.
Because the Easter animal is yellow.
What is the Easter animal? I thought it was a bunny. What is Easter? Like, how? Why do Christians make that about Christianity and somehow don't question this stuff? Like,
Bunny and a bird.
and a bird? It's just a bunny that lays chocolate eggs for some reason, which are like rainbow colored and stuff with weird patterns and stripes and junk on it. And then the bunny itself is usually weirdly colored as well. So, yeah, Easter is the day that supposedly was the resurrection of Jesus. I don't know the baby bird thing. Yeah, the resurrection of Jesus, and you celebrate it by eating candy like Halloween. Except it's just chocolate candy, generally, from a bunny that hides chocolate eggs around the place, and apparently something about a flower and a yellow bird. Is there anything else? I think there was something else to it as well. Like, Halloween is basically... like, Easter is basically Halloween, but without the dressed up. No, and Christmas. Christmas was like... was it Christmas? Yeah, supposedly Christmas used to be like Halloween as well, with the dress up. People would dress up and like trick or treat basically on Christmas. Except for food. I don't know. Anyway, where do all my points go? Okay, they were all overlapping. Or all overlapping. Because that doesn't exist. So that's P. Okay. Well, we got something, but that's completely wrong. So P in range, so we want to skip those first lot of things, and then for the length of vertices, minus that times 2 minus 1. Why is it times 2? No. So length of vertices would be all the way up to the end, minus the first row, and then one extra one. And then, because we skipped that first slot, it should just be that part, yeah. So P would be the vertice I want. Position within the curve. And I want to get that curve, which I guess isn't a minus. And we want to go from
Mono, linked image.
that location. By that. I mean, I'm vaguely remembering now about the... How does it fit into the story, though? I mean, because they're eggs, and eggs come from chickens, so there's a chicken. Because Jesus died. But not really. Hey, there we are. Do I have duplicates or is it just one off? Okay. This one.
Mono, a ton of baby birds are born around this time.
No, I want a 0. And then I just have to end. Why are a ton of baby birds born around this time? How does that fit into anything? Like, why are they being born around this time? Is it just because it's just literally the season that, you know, migratory birds happen? Oh, okay, I could see that. Yeah, because if you just ignore the whole Christian part of the thing, it's like a harvesting season, I suppose, or a hunting season sort of thing. Probably a fertility as well, because, you know, babies. Damn it. Ah. Oh, goodness. Did that just... Oh, thought it crashed. What's happening? So I'm looping through the stuff, that seems to be working fine now. I want it to start at the 0 because I want one that has no rotation. So that just points at the 0. Oh, okay, that's not how that works. So I do want a 1, so this has to actually be a +1. Sure. Oh, I'm in edit mode apparently. Okay, there we go. No duplicates. So now I just need to fill in all of these little tiles. I feel like I should add the 3rd dimension, but that sort of just makes the math a little messier. Because for when I do the bevel gears, these are going to be lifted up. Everything should be the same though. Okay, it's in my face. Okay. Yeah, so now I need to fill them. I could always go back to the 3rd dimension, it's easy enough. I'll probably make an extra one of these functions. Just allow for 3 dimensions, even though it doesn't need the 3rd one. Okay. So how exactly would I fill this? I mean, I can't fill as I go because I don't know what the points are yet. Because it should be 0 or whatever that is to this. And then that to this. So that point, that point exists, but this one doesn't exist till after the rest of these, which makes it so confusing. So do I just do them all and then loop back through and fill in? Or do I... that'd be the easiest way, let's just do that. Let's not worry about optimal efficiencies. It can handle gajillions of polygons, so let's just say it's fine. Although, I imagine it builds up quite quickly if you have very large gears, but whatever. So this would be the very last vertice and the last one made here. But then once these 4 are done, this is different. Okay. And this is where things begin to crash, because why not? For this, which would be just a 0 in this case, that amount. Faces dot push append.
Mono, linked image.
Yeah, don't know why that didn't pop up. That one seems fine again. So we got the, yeah. Let's just go that way through, because it's just the way I think of the easiest. Wait. I mean, another way I could do this is I could literally just mark down what the index of these things are. So I got row X to whatever, going through all of these things, and then I have the original loop. And I could have what's here, what's here, what's here sort of a thing. Or I could have this part ignoring that and ignoring this. I could literally just say, so I could just, I don't know. So it would be, it'd be an array of 4 things. We have that point, which is that, plus that, plus that. I think. So this is 3, and then whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's just type in numbers. So that plus that. Self-part this time. So this is 3 and 5. So 0. Oh. So 1, 2, 3. I guess it's lengths. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. And then I plus 1. So what? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, plus 1. Sure, whatever, you do you. Times 2. And then plus 1. Okay. And then that would connect to the vertices dot just len. Oh wait, these are indexes. Hang on, so 0, 1, 2. Wait, so do I need to add 1 or do I not add 1? I'm confused, because if everything's back 1 further, then that would be back 1 further. So I need to add 2 to it? Or it's just 1? But, hang on. Oh, this is always confusing me. How do I add index locations? Hang on, so it would be that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, no. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be that index. No, that would be that index. Oh, okay. And the whole thing's times 2. Okay. Sure. So how about we don't do this within a loop to start with? And then it's the length of the vertices minus 1, which would be that point. So we have these 2 points. I don't know why, but I think it does like an X, the Z thing. And then we do that minus 2. Let's do that. Minus 1. So that minus 1 would be this one, to that one, to that one, to that one. What's it do? Did I keep that there? Energy healer, still. Crashes! Okay. Not surprised. Did it crash because it broke, or did it crash because it just felt like crashing? That's the question. Okay. Invalid syntax. Oh, yep, that's invalid. Ow. That. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's the wrong one. Okay. There we go, we have a face now. And that is correct. Wow, it's surprising. It didn't crash when I went to edit mode and everything. Vertices aren't existing though. I think I need to like Twitch one or something. Gotta do a render update of some sort. No? Okay, it just doesn't show freestanding points unless that's all that there is. Okay. Next thing is to... So I need to loop this for the join detail. Way down. So I would be where? I guess just minus I to everything. Okay. Do I need to offset this? Maybe, maybe not. Never mind, find out. Okay. Ah, because that one isn't this, it's that. That's what I was saying, it might be easier to just do these runs all at once, but that's not quite how that would work. So it's not easier. So this would need to be a -1. And then after this, I need to do an extra thing. This is one of those functions where next time I want to mess with this, I just have to build it again from scratch. Yeah, so this would be... that one is fine. Let's just say I equals 1. Well, it's a value, it's not even a length, it's just straight up that. Let's say that anyway. All but the last one. Okay, so that's that, and that's that. Yes, that should be that one and that one.
Mono, I'm gonna go do something Alcy for a few minutes.
Okay, have fun. I believe that one's fine, this one's not. So this one becomes this thing too. Oh. Nice one. There we are. Okay, great. I'll do that for the rest. So I think I would do another loop like this. Which I believe should be fine. And then that goes in there, and then P is not right, because that top one's different from the rest of them. So you would still be on your own. No, that's fine. Okay, so then this would be 1 to that, because we've already got 1. We're doing it backwards, so yeah, this top one's already done. So we want to go back to that one. So in that case, damn it. Yeah, so let's forget about that thing actually, and just try to do it manually, and then I'll be looping that. So we do it with the detail things all the same. We loop through, except in this case we want to start at that one. That one is this. So we want to ignore that and jump straight to that. So that and that should be this one and that one. And then the other ones, let's just flip those around. So it's this one to that one. And then we want that one, which would be just minus that, I think. So we want that minus this. So yeah, that should just jump it across. And that one's the 2 minus that. There we go. Let's just see if those fill. What's it filling to do? Okay. Two of them are on the same thing. Oh. But I said that for 2. Okay, great. Wait, all the dots. So that one, that one, that one, and that one. Oh boy. Okay. So I want the bottom 2, which is the first one of this, because why not? And then the second one of this. And they will connect to this thing. I think I just minus that. No. So that is currently this one and that one. So I just need to minus 1 from both. Which in this case is P. Okay. And these would be times P, I suppose. P plus 1. Oh. Where did I go wrong there? I got nothing. Okay. I don't want to go into edit mode, but that should be this vertex to that one, to this one, to that one. So that one... I mean, this should be what it ended at, right? So it should be that. That. That would be that and that. Maybe I'll have it cross. To this one, which yeah. That's a 2, that's a 1. Okay, interesting. That one and that one. How did that happen? I mean, that one's correct. But which one's that? That doesn't look like a face I want to press tab on. But that one's gone. So I can assume that that one is correct. And this should be... it's not the same. Wait, what? Hang on. I've only got 3. No. What? That should be this thing. Where did that come from? That has a 2. Again, we have the first one there, we have the last one of there. And then we have the last one of this. Yeah, minus P. And then we just have that again, but with an extra 1. Okay, so that's telling me I is 1 too far? Okay. And now it's just flipped. Okay, it's flipped literally the other way. What? How does that flip work? Okay, can't go there. But why is it minus 2? It doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it goes until that, so it's 1 less than that. So that means this is 2 lesses, but then that one didn't have a problem with it, so that doesn't make sense. And it can't be because of the P thing, because P is just 1. Okay, let's just do that again. So we have 2, then we have 1, so it's the bottom one and the one above. So the 2 should be the lower one. That is... so that should be this one. I mean, it could be that one, I don't know. Should be that one. Because the other one's then got the minus e-tail thing. which should be jumping it down to the other side. So if it's that, then that, that, it should be that. So I need the first one and the last one. And then I'll need this one. So I think that's where I got it flipped. No, because then straight thing. So that one is whatever the last thing in this one was. Because that one goes bam, 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 bam. Wait. So I got a 1 and a 2 and an I, and then I got that. So we got 2 things and then that one. So that should be this, then that, then that. So this is the last one of this. And I want to go 1 further. And that. So 1 further would be there, that'd be here. So there. Okay. This seems like that needs to be a 4 and this is a 3. Okay, sure, why not? I'm not sure where those extra numbers came from. Oh. Because I is 1 less for no particular reason. Sure, whatever. You do. You do. And now P would be a 0. Oh, okay. Well, P was supposed to be a 1. So that would be a 3 minus P. And 2 minus P. Okay, great. So then apparently I'd put all of this into the P loop. And 1 to that. Interesting. Did I not save? Because this is an accounting for P? Which P would be times the detail thing. Yeah. Except these don't have the detail thing. So that would be a -1, I suppose. No. Where am I going wrong this time? Be really accurate. Recreating that same thing again. Did it break? It's not actually running? Could be. Okay. Well, this is supposed to loop, so let's just forget about that and just say P equals 1. And nothing should change. And now let's just do that again. What changes to make it on the second one? P equals 2 apparently does not work. What the heck? Okay. Which one of these is wrong? I think it should be... It's the first one? Because this isn't accounting for this thing. Is there another one that's not accounting for it? That one. Okay. And the other things are just ISP. Wait. No. Because they're minus P. It's already got P accounted for. Okay, so it's just that one. So the ones without P on the end. Okay, so that's that, and that's just times P. Okay. There we are. So yeah, supposedly I put this all in the loop. And that's just that. Wait. That's my corrected one. Two things could be happening. Maybe it's just felt like crashing at that moment. Or more likely... I don't think I have to really install things straight up, but whatever. Okay. P minus 2. And also we want it to start at 1. And sleeves are coming back again. But I got rid of them. It's really annoying. I feel like they've come back enough, it's going to take another couple of weeks. But I hate that. Well, at least I'm more on my day side now. Supposedly, I don't even know where I'm at. Okay. Go with that thing again. Oh. Plus what? What? E is 1 to that minus 1. I am very confused. Okay. Don't do that. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Times 2. I'm not sure why that doesn't quite go all the way, because it's joined. I want side. Okay, where does this go to? Does it go to the halfway point? Yep. Okay, so I should just have to say times 2. And it shouldn't crash. Hey, there we are. Oh my god. That's the easy part done. So then I need to mirror this and not have those duplicate vertices. And then I have to figure out what these are. All the way around. So I can make that extruded inwards or whatever for the infill. But other than that... okay. Yeah, so how do I mirror? Oh god. So it's easy enough to just duplicate this side, but the middle part will be dropped. And then I gotta figure out how to stitch that together. Oh man. Probably label some stuff here. I don't even remember what this does now. Oh yeah. Let's call it ribs. And ribs going sideways. Oh. Else. The very top one, and the rest of them. Okay. So I guess this will just have to be taken into account within the mirror. Oh god. I mean, I say it's simple enough to do the mirror, but is it? So now I need to basically just duplicate all of the vertices, flip them over. Let's just do that. The problem is that, you know, I could duplicate it, flip it over, and literally have a one-to-one face thing. It's going to have that seam down the middle though. Maybe I just don't care about that. Once it's a mesh, I could just remove doubles. Oh, okay. So let's do this part. Wait, no, hang on. I feel like remove doubles is going to be like a lot. It's going to add a lot to the performance. But what's the better way? I can't simply delete those faces. Okay. I could just create my own mesh system and then a converter between them. That would be the easiest option here. But I also feel like I'm almost done. Yeah, so my own mesh system, I would literally just have everything outlined as individual things, as long as I know where one side and the other side is and the points in between. So I could just, you know, this would be that and that and that and that. I could have duplicate vertices, so this could be this and that, with that being both this and that. But it can have an ID for each vertice. So yeah, I have a vertice stored by ID, and then I have an object which says, you know, here's all the things in this path. Yeah, so it, but it, it's a heck of a lot of work, but I pretty much got it done this way. To just redo the whole thing, and then figure out how all that's going to be done. I mean, it was more useful for the other fill method that I was going to do, but I think I'm just going to keep this one, because it sort of looks better with different stuff. I've either got one where this is parallel, or one where this is like that. Hang on, what did my fills look like? Because I had that overly complicated one, which would have a heck of a lot nicer finish to it. And I need bevels. But the one I currently got might have better bevels? I don't know. It's a whole other thing. How do I have bevels? Yeah. No. Where are my experimenty ones? I didn't delete it, did I? Hidden away? Yeah. So that type of a fill. That would work the best with everything. Okay. So basically I got... Oh, let's go with that thing. Because this works with edge loops, which means it works with bevels. I mean, it does look a heck of a lot nicer than that, which is what I'm currently creating. It's so complicated. I mean, basically it's the same from there to there, and then it's different. So this one should have been there, but it's got this extra edge loop cut through here. I'm not quite sure how to correct for that though. It's quite annoying. I mean, because I've got, you know, some pattern of distance, and then that suddenly cuts this one in half. I don't want to have it disperse downwards though, because ideally it makes this curve. So this one just... no. It's a bit better. But yeah, we got that nice edge flow. Yeah, the problem was sort of with that one, I think it was? No. So I'd want to get whatever distance this is, and I just move all of these in along the normal by that distance. And then I get whatever that distance is, do another equal distancing thing. So those ones would be, well, yeah, sort of like that. Or like that. And then I'd repeat that until this very most in one. Because can't have equal distancing around that one. Yeah, so that would just be the fill of this one. This one's equal distancing. And then this one's just filled. Until we get to that point. Which would be another confusing thing to work out. Which I guess is the point that's closest to a 45-degree angle. Perhaps. I mean, yeah. It's not a 45-degree angle. I mean, I guess the one that is closest to a 45-degree angle would be the one that's closest to the middle. Maybe. Either way. Oh god, that's a heck of a lot of work. The question, though, is how well does this work on a bevel gear? It's sort of more parallel. I mean, I guess it's not really that much difference. It's the, I mean, the whole point of this is I could do bevels with it. Can't do bevels with the other one. Can I remove an edge loop? Like, what happens if I just remove this edge loop? That's interesting. I'm just thinking, if I wanted to have a bevel on this, because the bevel would just be the distance of this thing. Even though these are supposed to be going around. Like, how would I have that be equal distances? Because it's just literally dividing it. Well, I guess it can't. It's not just dividing into a thing. Okay, so it's just an offset. So basically I spin the point around by whatever distance it needs to be, and then the rest of the gap is, you know, and the thing is just that one moving in, so I guess it, in this case, it could move all the way into that one. But what happens if it went past that before this collapsed? Well, I guess this is always going to be between here and there, so no, it could go all the way up to that one in this case. But that means my max bevel would have to be set by, you know, whatever this detail level is, which is a bit annoying. But there's not really any other way around that, is there? Well, I mean, sort of. If I just had that entire first layer just moved inwards along the normal. No, because then you have that intersecting problem. Well, it's got to be moved in, but not intersectingly inwards. Oh, topology is not my thing. I'm really happy with how that looks, though. Compared to the alternative. Just so much nicer down there. This part's still not so good. But there's not really anything you can do about that one. Yeah. So the best I can think is this is just all... don't know. I mean, would I have the normal problem now that I've corrected it? Yeah. Because this one would be going down like that, and it's going like this, so... I mean, the next best thing is to figure out if the lines intersect, and then to move them just along the added normals, if they do. But then that's a whole extra hassle, because if they intersect, then I need to adjust what the information is, and that means I have a variable of, you know, each row doesn't have the same amount of junk to it. It's so complicated. It is a far superior design though, I feel. Only because I can have bevels with it, because yeah, I just can't have bevels with this design. You can't bevel that. Oh, I see what's happening. Correct. There's also a line going across. Yeah, any sort of beveling is going to have this sort of weird stuff going on. But if I was to bevel this one... Whoop. Right, I had merge enabled or whatever. Oh, look at that, just one click. Whole edge is selected. I think I've built here. Far superior. Yeah, this one bevel's fine until that point. So I could set this beveling. Because, you know, I could just move it down like that. So, like, there'll be a bevel in and a bevel down sort of variable. Look at how much nicer that is. It just automatically is just right. Suppose, maybe mark that as sharp as well. Yeah. I feel that to be the... You got this one, then you got that one. But it's so much more damn complicated. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of any simpler ways. Because basically I could define what these points are, I could define what those points are. And then I could define inwards, I could define long ways, so I could do the edges or whatever the heck. But it's doing that in a way that's programming, because I could have an infinite amount of variations in the vertices, you know? Sort of the patterns. Yeah. What are my limitations? I just can't... I would have to have something where they could converge together. I need that clipping. Okay. But that's sort of a design I feel like I want to do it like I want to do the outside ring and then the next one and the next one sort of a thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to think, because like, what would I outline? How would I define things? I could have a bottom part, so I could literally create the top bit and the bottom bit, and then this inside bit. And then I could define, like, you know, as I'm creating these vertices, I could be like, you know, these are the bottom edge, and then for this one it'll be the top edge. So I could just say the top edge is the bottom edge. And then that would just automatically update everything, so all the vertices for the faces and things would just be fine, because they're just pointers. I just changed the pointer. I just literally say the IDs for these vertices, and now the IDs for the other vertices. And then there you go. As long as all that pointer jump stuff works. So yeah, as long as the direction, so just loop through top, loop through bottom, make one the other. Yeah, so I'd have a red edge there, edge here, and then, you know, moving all of these inwards, I would have this edge and that edge, and then I could just literally loop to fill that. So there to there and there to there, job done all the way to the end. -1. Okay. So that's not quite how that works. So there to here, no, there to here. So how does that part work? Because it's literally a subdivide. I've just cut this in half, added a new one in between. And then that goes to that rather than to this. And that makes it a quad. I mean, I could just forget about that part. So just have a triangle-y thing here. I mean, my bevel would still work fine, it just wouldn't have the nice edge flow. It'd be joined like that instead. Now my edge flow just sort of breaks. Well, we can go up to that triangle. But in terms of bevels, it would still work perfectly fine. I don't know. But it is a lot nicer when it's like that. But that really complicates this area and creates the squishing problem. But yeah, if I have it so things merge together, so if this got squished, so all of these came together at that point, which, well, these came together. Nope. It would never come together. That and that would have to come together. Yeah. So if that was moved all the way to there. I don't know. If that and that join together, well, we got one less on the side, but we also sort of got one less on the top. That just sort of moves up, but it doesn't... It's too complicated! I don't know any easy way of doing these that isn't just literally manually create it, and then manually create a variation for every variation. But then I would have to figure out the patterns, create a loop for it, because that depends on how many edge loops there are for how many are merging, and then for each one that does that, you know. But then there's going to be some sort of a... Like, there's basically going to be 3 different things. Not merged, merged a bit, merged everything. But that's a heck of a lot more code. Ugh. I don't know of any good way of doing this. Because the whole idea is these are supposed to be curved in that curve between the 2 points. Distance can be figured out easy enough. So yeah, that would always be coming inwards, and that would always be coming downwards. So I guess it's easy enough to create a limit so this doesn't ever intersect with that, and that would just be my thing for now. Again, the drawback being the detail level of this edge. Like, I'm sure there's some applications where that detail needs to be better. But you could disable the fill. Or optionally have a simple fill. Okay, simple fill. This could just be something I create later on. And right now I just continue with what I'm currently doing, it's the simple fill. But then again, the question is, should I rework it all to be that other system? No. Because if I'm doing this, it's not going to work for what I want to do with it. I need the fill. That's sort of the whole point. I mean, I need the bevel. I can't have this without a bevel. So it has to be the complicated one. Damn it. What are my options here? Okay. Alternative. The best alternative I can think for the bevel is if instead the bevel would be created by adding in backslash and clearance to the level of the bevel. And then so it's basically, because like you can imagine this, like if you ignore that, like yeah, if you just ignore this outside part, then that's basically the simple fill, except it's a little bit more fancy down this bottom part. I mean, I have that same inwards problem. I mean, the whole point is you would make it a percentage. So at the top here it would be doing the curve thing, but then further down it's based on its normal. And hopefully that ratio would mean it never interacts. Yeah. With the difference thing at this point. I don't know. So yeah, if I just do that, so if you want bevel, then so do the simple fill. But that so what? But it still messes up my vertice orders. Wait, no, it doesn't, because that is already good. Okay, so if I just create a gear with the clearance and the backslash set to the bevel distance, and then I do all of the infill, that sort of junk. And then I run it again, this time with the fill disabled, and ignoring the backslash and bevel distance. Then it should just be a one-to-one connecting. Okay. And then that last one, which will be the last one, will be the outside thing going around here, and I can just extrude down. Make the rest of the stuff, the twists and things. Oh, God. I still have to do the fill. The poor fill. Okay, so yeah, I'm up to mirroring this. So I'll just do the same thing I did currently. Like, I'll just have to figure out where these points are, figure out where these points are of the mirrored side. So where that is of the mirrored side and where this is of this side. And then... No. Okay, so I'd have to... Oh, it hurts! I can't do that because I can't just simply delete a point. If I delete a point, it messes with the indexes, and that breaks all of the faces after that index. So I can't just remove them and join to these ones. I have to only duplicate out the sides that don't get removed, flip that over, but then that completely messes up all the jump. Well, I mean, I guess it just minuses, but then if it... No, it still messes up the order because I can't just duplicate that. Because for each one of these things I'm not duplicating, I need to shift the thing down. So yeah, I think I do have to just manually recalculate the bezels. Well, the sun's normally coming up by now, it's still dark. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna watch a movie or something. And then when I come back, hopefully later today, yeah, so I want to get all of this to be categorized by things which are then converted into what the final mesh is. So building my own meshing system. Not something I haven't done a bajillion times before, I just don't quite know how to do it within Python if it's going to get angry at stuff. Shouldn't do. Shouldn't do, I've done stuff like this before. Oh, gear generator's basically that. It's literally that, working out edge flows really. Gear trains. And then having them interact. Alright. I am gonna go have a break. What was that? That was like 2.5 hours, wow.